The girl was out early in the morning, picking wild fruit alone. But just as she was heading home, her arms full of her harvest, she witnessed a scene that shocked her. A man was trying to steal her family's horses. Without thinking, the girl grabbed one of the fruits in her hand and hurled it at him. The man was struck in the head and fell off the horse. The girl didn't listen to his explanation. She just kept throwing fruit at him, hitting him repeatedly, until the man finally revealed his true identity. It turned out he was none other than the prince. Realizing the trouble she had caused, the girl immediately knelt and began apologizing profusely. But to her surprise, the prince didn't scold her. Instead, he gave her a handful of gold coins, dozens of them. Seeing that the man held no grudge, the girl, still shaken, let out a sigh of relief. Little did she know, this unexpected encounter would end up changing the course of her life forever. The girl's name was Annie, a young lady from a noble family. After her father tragically died while traveling, her wicked stepmother took control of the household. For more than 10 years, although Annie retained her title, her life was no different from that of the servants. She had resigned herself to this fate, believing it would remain that way. But the prince's appearance would change her life's trajectory in ways she never imagined. When she returned home with the gold coins, Annie didn't keep them for herself. Instead, she found a maid who had always been kind to her. The woman's husband had made a mistake and was sold to the royal palace as punishment. Annie decided to use the gold to buy back her friend's husband. Meanwhile, the prince, who had been caught trying to steal the horses, was stopped by the royal guard. It turned out he had sneaked out to avoid an arranged marriage. The captain of the guard was ordered to bring the prince back to the palace, but just as they reached the gates, they noticed a commotion ahead. It was Annie, who was trying to use the gold to buy her friend's husband's freedom. Annie hurried to explain that her friend wasn't a thief and that, for many, theft was sometimes a matter of necessity. Her words puzzled the prince, and he asked her to explain further.
If you suffer your people to be ill-educated, and their manners corrupted from infancy, and then punish them for those crimes to which their first education disposed them, what else is to be concluded, sire, but that you first make thieves and then punish them?
Annie's words struck a chord with the prince, and he immediately ordered the people in the cart to be released. Annie was overjoyed and quickly thanked him before rushing off. However, the prince was now intrigued by her. He couldn't shake the feeling that he had seen her somewhere before, but he couldn't quite remember where.